Hi bitches, it is Bunny and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hello, how are you guys? I have missed doing this so much. I took a pause on recording and editing because for Christmas I was blessed with a whole new studio setup, so your girl has whole new lighting, whole new backdrop, whole new camera, whole new audio, and I hope you guys enjoy these very much needed changes for this channel. Your girl's not rich, so your girl is getting it as she can get it, and I'm so grateful and blessed that you guys are sticking along with me for the ride and allowing me to upgrade as I can. So for today's video, since I have been gone so long, I really just want to do a Q&A. I feel like Q&As are one of the best ways to get to know me and for you guys to ask questions that you guys have had. So on my Snapchat, on my Instagram, on my Facebook, I posted for you guys to ask me questions, and I kind of compiled them questions together, and I'm gonna read them off for you guys today so that you guys can get to know me. And yeah, so with that being said, if you are new here, make sure you subscribe to my channel down below, become part of the family. We're growing so much, it's crazy. I literally was in the room with my best friend the other day and I literally started fully bawling, crying because I'm so overwhelmed with the amount of love. Appreciate it so much and it never goes unnoticed. I just want you guys to know that, so please hit the subscribe button, also hit the notification bell. I love you guys so much, and let's just jump into this Q&A. Finally, since I'm not filming my phone, I can have my phone here, answer questions off here. I also have some on my computer, so if you see me kind of glancing off into here, that's what I'm doing. I'm reading them off my computer. The first question I got was, how old are you and why do you look so young? Which I don't really understand, because either to some people I look super old and then to some people I look really young. I just turned 20. I turned 20 in August. So yeah, your girl's 20. I'm a Leo baby. I was born August 18th, 1999. I don't know why I look so young. I'm gonna take that as a compliment though, because I don't want to look old. So I mean, thank you whoever asked that question. Question number dos. What is your favorite food? My favorite food, I think though, that I can eat without getting irritated would be pasta. Because you can never really go wrong with pasta, and there's so many different variations you can do with pasta. You can't really fuck it up, like, you know what I mean? It's just easy. So the third question I got is, am I a lesbian? No, I am not a lesbian, and I actually appreciate you guys asking instead of just assuming. I do consider myself bisexual. If you don't know what bisexual means, which I'm pretty sure everyone does now, it means I'm attracted to both males and females. That is it with that. Question number 4 is, how did I get so thick and what do I recommend thinner girls doing to get thick? I've never been thin. Like, there was a point in my life where I was struggling with anorexia, and I was actually clinically diagnosed with anorexia, and I went through the counseling. Other than that, I have never been a skinny girl. I have always struggled with my body image really hard, but I will say that after I did get my surgery, which I know that not everyone can afford that, but I will say that since I did get my surgery, my body image has gone up in my eyes. For some recommendations for skinny girls that are looking to try to get thick, I have myself, outside of my surgery, gotten myself thicker by doing things such as going to the gym. I do try to go to the gym at least 5 nights a week. I usually will skip the weekends and go the weekdays, but I usually try to go, and when I do go, I stay completely away from cardio. I don't get on any machines, any stairs, just solely lift weights. Lifting weights will help you build muscle, and in turn which will make you thicker. Now if you're gonna do something like cardio, that burns body fat all over your body, so you will see weight loss. So if you're trying to get bigger, you want to completely disregard cardio altogether and really focus on lifting weights, especially if you're trying to get a big butt, girl. You know, just lift them up, you got it. You're gonna get real thick real quick, and that is my pro tip. Everyone that asks me like, how do you get so thick, that's what I tell them. I tell them to go and lift weights because it helps tremendously. Question number 5 was, are you a porn star and will you do a threesome? I have never done porn, nor have I ever engaged in porn, so I'm not really sure how all of a sudden, you know, I'm a porn star. That's okay. I think it's really because I have titties and an ass. I'm just gonna kind of assume that's what it is. No, I'm not a porn star, and no, I will not have a threesome. So question number 6 is, how do you handle being in the hospital so often? For me personally, I'm actually not in the hospital too much anymore. I did get surgery over the summer to help my breathing out a lot. It actually diminished the amount of time I'm spending in the hospital a lot more. When I was spending a lot more time in the hospital though, I really just focused on spending time with my friends and family. I know it's kind of hard because sometimes they can't come visit you, and when I am in there, I'm in there for long periods of time. Sorry, my camera decided that it did not want to be with us and decided to die literally like 10 minutes into the video. But anyways though, back to what I was saying. I think the most important thing to focus on when you are in the hospital is the things that are positive, like family and friends and text and color, and waste your time, especially if you know you're going to be there for a while. It gets very boring sometimes, and it's really good to have friends that are able to come see you, family that are able to come see you, and to focus on the positive things while you are there, because the mental state really is everything. And if you have a bad mental state, especially when you're in the hospital, you can really affect the way you heal. So it's important that you keep yourself with a very, positive headspace, positive vibes only, so you can heal yourself not only mentally but also physically and what you have going on in your body, so you can get out of the hospital faster. And I also do want to say that I don't think that God doesn't give us anything that we can't handle. So that's another way I look at it when I do get put in the hospital, is that I was put here with this for a reason, and I am strong enough to handle whatever God has put for me in this world. And yeah, that's how I handle being in the hospital so often, or how I used to handle being in the hospital so often. Not fun, never fun, yeah, not a good situation. Question number 7 is, why do you wear wigs when you have so much hair? And honestly, this is a question I get a lot too. Why do you wear wigs? Why do you wear wigs? Why do you wear wigs? Literally all of the time, all of the time. The answer to this question is because why not? You can cut wigs, you could dye wigs, you could do whatever the hell you want to do to wigs, and at the end of the day, it comes off. It's not going to damage your real hair, and you can continue to keep on experimenting. So it's just like, why would I not wear wigs? When wigs are an option, I have the money to afford them, why would I not? Also, I do just want to put a disclaimer, I am not used to having this kind of camera setup, so if you catch me looking over off to the side, that's because I'm looking at the viewfinder. Never had a viewfinder before, so I'm kind of finding myself kind of like, So if you see me kind of looking over there, that is why I'm looking over there. Question number 8 is, can I be your best friend? And honestly, I already have a best friend, and I think he would probably kill you if I let anyone else be my best friend, but we can be friends though. Next question is, how many exes do you have? As of right now, I have 3 exes, and yeah, I mean, I don't know why that needed to be a question, but hey, a big whopping old 3. Question number 10, have you ever been heartbroken? Of course I've been heartbroken. I have been heartbroken so many times. Obviously, all of my exes I've been heartbroken with. I've been heartbroken with friends. I've been heartbroken with family. I have been heartbroken too many times to count, unfortunately, and that's just how life is, and I know I will continue to be heartbroken more and more as I get older. Question number 11 is, how do you get over a breakup? And there are a couple different steps I think that are important when you're trying to get over someone. The first one being to allow yourself to feel pain. It is very important to try not to push feelings away. The more you push your feelings away and try to, get rid of them, the more they're going to manifest and pop up somewhere else in your life. So I think it's very important that when you feel pain, you allow yourself to feel it, cry, be upset, be mad, be sad, be whatever you need to feel in that moment, and there's nothing wrong with that, and continue to do that. If you feel like you need to cry, then cry, and if you feel like you need to do that for weeks, then do that for weeks. And if you need to take those, moments to help yourself, then I think that is extremely important that you take those. So step number 2 in getting over a heartbreak is to surround yourself with people that love you, whether that be friends, whether that be family, whether that be animals. Animals can be great at helping heartbreak. I know the first thing that I want to do when I get sad is come home and cuddle with my dogs, and that helps me honestly so much. It's really the little things, but surrounding yourself with people that love you is so important. It gives you someone to talk to, it gives you someone to confide in, it gives you someone to support you. And I think it's important that in times when we're in pain, we try not to isolate ourselves. I know I do this so bad. Every time I get hurt or get sad, I just want to cut myself off from the world and kind of just run away and hide. But I think it's important that we don't do that to ourselves so much. I'm not saying that you need to be around people all the time, but I am saying that it is important that we don't isolate ourselves completely, because that's when things like depression, anxiety, and other things can manifest. Step number 3 at getting over a breakup is to forgive them and yourself. So another important step in getting over a breakup is to not be bitter or angry. At one point, you loved the person that you were with, and I don't think there's anything beneficial at being mad and angry at the person. To me, if I loved you, I really will never be able to hate you. I feel like a lot of times with breakups, it can get so messy so quick and so disrespectful, and it's really hard, you know, when you're already heartbroken. You don't need to be called names, you don't need to be arguing, you don't need to be putting yourself through all of this extra stuff that is not necessary. And so I think it's important that you don't be bitter, you don't be angry, don't hold on to hard feelings. If you loved someone in the past, then there's really no need to hate them now. Just move on with your life and, you know, glow, be blessed, be glowing, glow up, you know, show them that you're doing better. And that's all the proof you really need. When you fill yourself up with deep hatred, you really exert hatred out into the open. So it's really important that you keep yourself full of positive vibes. I know I'm stressing that so much at this point. You guys are like, okay, bitch, shut up. But it's so important because you can't be happy yourself if you have all of these hateful feelings inside. I promise you it does get easier, and eventually you'll stop thinking about them completely. You just have to be patient and give yourself time. It's okay to miss them. It's okay to think about them. Don't go back to them. You can miss them from afar, and I promise you, you will get over it. It just takes time. You really have to give yourself time to move on and be patient with yourself. You're only human. You guys gotta stop beating yourself up for things that are natural and things that are gonna happen anyways. You're gonna get heartbroken. You're gonna, you know, you're gonna have breakups. That's just life, and you gotta stop beating yourself up and being so hard on yourself for things that you can't really control. Be patient. Your person will come. In the meantime, heal yourself and work on yourself and be your best self, and don't worry about anything else. So yeah, those are all of the steps I would say that I would take when getting over a breakup. Next question, are you looking for a relationship? And no, I am not actively looking for a relationship. I haven't been since my last relationship. I'm really just cooling. I really am a believer in if it's supposed to happen, it'll come to you. So I live my life by that, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not out actively looking for a relationship. I'm just gonna let it come to me, and whatever happens, happens. I like to think of it that way. I'm not looking for a relationship. When I think of honestly being in a relationship right now, it kind of makes me a little sick to my stomach because I'm like 20 years old. You know, I just spent half my teenage years in a relationship, and the idea of spending more years in a relationship kind of turns me off a little bit. But yeah, so that's the answer for now. I'm not looking for a relationship, but I'm not necessarily pushing it away. I'm just not looking for one. We're getting towards the end here. Y'all had some pretty good questions, like, I'm not gonna lie. Next question is, would you get a tattoo on your face? And yes, absolutely, I would get a tattoo on my face. I'm actually actively thinking about doing it. I really do want to do it. Not sure where I want to get it honestly yet. It could be under my eye, above my eyebrow, on the side maybe, I'm not sure, but I do definitely want to get one in the future. I might, something probably small, but yeah, I think times are changing and there's not a better time than right now to get a tattoo. And if you're gonna do it, I think you should do it. So the next question is, how many piercings do you have right now? So right now, I don't have many piercings, honestly. Right now I have my tongue pierced, I have my ears pierced, I have both sides of my nose pierced, and then I think that I think that's it as far as piercing go. And then the sub question to that was, which piercing hurt the worst? And honestly, the piercing that hurt me the worst, I don't have no more. I had to take it out before I get surgery, and those are my nipple piercings. That piercing hurt the worst out of all my other ones. And then the second piercing to that was my nose piercing, and that one, yeah, both of those I won't do again. The next question is, who is my favorite recording artist? So off the top of my head, my favorite recording artist would be Lil Durk, Melly, and Lil Uzi Vert. Those are some of the rappers I listen to every day. Honestly, I do listen to them every day, and I can listen to them on repeat, especially Melly. I can honestly say that I love all of these artists to death. Like, I couldn't go a day without listening to one of their musics, and those are my ride or die. So yeah, if you haven't checked any of them out, which I'm sure you have, everyone knows them. If you haven't though, make sure you do, because they are the best of the best, and they're tearing up the game right now. And yeah, free my husband till it's backwards. The next question I got was, how long have I attended college for? I've attended college for 2 years now, going on a 3 after this semester. Oh my god, shoot myself in the fucking head. I'm going to school in pre-med, and yeah, it's great. Woohoo. The next question I got was, do I want to have kids? And yes, I want to have a big family, actually like 5 or 7 kids. I'm crazy. Honestly, if I was rich right now, if I had enough money, I would already have like 2 kids. I love kids so much, and I feel like one of my duties on this earth is to be a mom, and it's super important to me that I fulfill that duty. And yeah, I want a huge family. I love family, and it's so important to me that my family is so big and they have each other to lean on and they have each other to talk to. And yeah, that's my goal, to have like 5, 7 kids. By the time I'm probably like 35. But first one by the time I'm 25 though, for sure. The next question I got was kind of funny and it made me laugh, so I appreciate whoever sent that to me, but it says, beat a bitch ass or put her in jail. And I think it depends. If you are underage, then beat her ass so you're not going to get in trouble. If you are overage, do not beat her ass, put her in jail, because if you don't put her in jail, you're going to go to jail because you're overage and you can't just be out here fighting people. So it depends. If you're under 18, beat her ass. I don't give no fuck. If you're over 19 or over 18, just be careful because you're now a legal citizen and you now can legally go to jail, and that's called assault. Next question is, am I more into guys or girls? Honestly, I'm not sure. I wouldn't really say I had a preference. I honestly used to think it's shifted a lot. Now that I've been single for a while, I really don't care. I think I see equally the amount of girls and men I think are cute. I'll see a girl, I'm like, oh, she's so pretty. I'll see a guy, I'm like, oh, he's so fine. Like, honestly, I think it goes both ways. I really don't have a preference. I'm literally so bisexual that I literally am split right in the middle and do not have a preference. Next question is, how often do I smoke? Now, the person that sent me this didn't preface like if he meant like smoke weed or smoke cigarettes, but I do not smoke cigarettes like at all ever. I would die. And yeah, no, don't smoke cigarettes. But I do smoke weed. I do smoke probably like twice, 3 times a day, depending on the mood I'm in. Sometimes no time of day. That's not very common, but usually about 2-3 times a day I'll smoke and we'll roll up and I'll match or I'll just face or whatever it needs to do to get me where I need to be. That's how much I smoke, but I usually smoke every day, so yeah, there's the answer to that. Next question is Coke or Pepsi, and neither. I like juice, and if we're picking pop, I'd go Sprite. The next question is, how do I stay so confident? I love you, by the way, and I love you too. That was so sweet. Made my day when I read that. I was like, oh my god. I love reading you guys' messages. Like, if you ever want to message me, email me, whatever. All that is down in the description box down below. I love talking to you guys. That's beside the point. Anyways, how do I stay so confident? Honestly, confident comes with time. I haven't always been confident. I just explained before, I was anorexic for like 2.5 years, and it really does come with time. You have to love yourself first, and it takes time. It's not something that's gonna happen overnight. It's not something that might even happen over months. It might take years, but it does happen. It's just about waking up every day and looking yourself in the mirror and saying that you love yourself and that you're going to make the best impact on the world today that you can, and you're going to be nice to yourself, because a lot of times we're so mean to ourselves, and throughout the day we drag ourselves down, we degrade ourselves, we make ourselves feel worthless, and that really impacts our confidence. And I think it's important that when we're going through our days, we're constantly kind of hyping ourselves up and being confident, telling ourselves we look beautiful. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, you look beautiful today. And I promise it's not going to feel like it works right up front, but I promise you it does end up working. It's a slow process, but you have to be patient, and it comes with time, and I'm here to sit here and show you that. I'm so confident now. Just be nice to yourself and be patient, and it'll come. Next question is, when you're drunk, what is the first thing you want? When I'm drunk, it depends. So if I'm not in a relationship, it is weed, and if it's not weed, then it's my man or my girl, whoever I'm with. That's the first thing I want. That's the first person I'm calling, like, hey, come get me, come pick me up, like, let's go right now. If not, then I need a blunt. Other than that, though, it's definitely my man. Last question I got was, how has the attention been since I got my body done, and how do I deal with all of the attention I am receiving? And honestly, guys, it is kind of crazy. I'm not even going to flex. It is actually very crazy. The attention has skyrocketed for sure. I'm not gonna lie and say that it hasn't. When I walk out in the street now, people honk at me, people will whistle at me. Like, it's honestly, like, it's really weird, and it's not something I'm used to. You know, before I think I've always been pretty, but I definitely have a whole new body now, and people have definitely noticed. I get, I would say, multiple messages a day. I have an influx of followers. I have an influx of pretty much everything. Subscribers, Instagram followers, Facebook followers. I have more fans now. It's honestly insane. The attention has grew exponentially, and honestly, I love it. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I don't. I love the attention, and not all the time. It's not always wanted attention. Like, I don't like being catcalled. I obviously don't want to be whistled or honked at on the street. I'm a woman, but I do enjoy the attention of people telling me that I look good. You know, everyone does. Everyone wants to be told that they look good, and if you say that you don't, then you're lying. So yeah, that's a tea there. Now, how do I handle all of the attention I get is a different story. The attention is a lot, and sometimes, like I said, it can be a lot. Just like when times times where I get catcalled in the street. Guys will hit me up outside of like stores. I can't walk in places like I used to walk into anymore, and it's a lot to handle. So what I would say is only tolerate so much. Don't let people be disrespectful to you and push you outside of your comfort zone just for the attention's sake. You know, stand up for yourself. You know, if you don't want someone touching you or whistling at you or honking at you, then you don't have to put up with that. And it's been a lot trying to internalize that and trying to understand that, okay, this person made me uncomfortable, I should do something about that instead of just kind of letting it happen. And I'm getting better at it. It's only been 6 months since my surgery. Well, actually, it's been a little bit longer now. But it's only been, you know, so many months since my surgery, and I still have a lot of growing to do. It's been both good and bad, and I think that's kind of how it is with everything. With all of the good attention I receive, there is a small amount of bad. And I'm okay with that. I think it comes with the territory. It comes with everything you do in life. But there's some good, there's always going to be some bad, and that's just kind of how it goes. I'm okay with that. With that being said, that is the end of this Q&A. Guys, please subscribe down below, especially if you like this video. Give it a thumbs up, and I will do more of them in the future. I think this is a great way for you guys to get to know me, and I enjoyed it, and you guys asked some funny shit. So if you guys would like this, make sure you leave a thumbs up. Make sure you leave a thumbs up. Also, make sure you hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I upload new videos. I had so much fun uploading this for you guys today. I apologize so much for being MIA for the last month or so. I've been waiting for my equipment to come, and I just wanted you guys to get the best of the best, and I think it's here, and I'm extremely happy, and I miss you guys so much. You have no idea. I love YouTube, and I love what I do, and I love being able to bond with you guys. I love being able to interact with you guys, and it's so important to me, and I'm glad that I was able to sit down and do that with you today. And I miss you guys so much, and oh my god, I have like just a mouthful of words of shit I have to say, that because I've been gone for so long. Love you guys so much. Thank you guys for sticking around and having my back no matter what. Thank you guys for writing for me and subscribing, and I hope you guys will be back for the next video, which will be up on Sunday. Love you guys so much. I hope wherever you are at, you are having a blessed day or night, and mwah.